Just draw a hat. Without the rest of the ensemble, you got Netflix, you've got game night. Only to realize that you don't have enough rubies left and have to grind Dyras again for the millionth time.
Help! Ganon froze the fountain. I'm stuck.
Well, that's horrifying. Also, you didn't look frozen when we got here, and in fact, still don't look frozen after this conversation. No? Gomas aren't made to bombs. Sure, we don't have a bow and arrow in this game, but why would I think a bomb is more effective against an eyeball monster than my stabby sword?
Hello, guys. Hello.
It's a Goma. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
You doing Thanksgiving this year? Yes, my family celebrates Thanksgiving, actually.
Everyone in this land knows about. This stuff is utterly horrendous. The controls are already not super reliable, and you want me to jump across a pit when I can barely tell what I'm allowed to stand on? Oh, this. You have a life system? I get it. It was
And
the
then
norm
you're
at the time, but
toxin.
even you have to know how unforgiving and unfair this game is sometimes. And you have it so that I would have to do some of these sections all
Mix it
over
with a
again
bit
if I
of a
did it
hallucinogen. Let's see again now, tweaking. One dollar, figured it out.
So, I don't remember the original video all too well. I mean, it has been, Jesus Christ, 8 years. But I think I made it a point that I was confused about what the fish lady says here about the Dyras coming out from the crate.
I'm going to draw today.
Played a Zelda game before.
My
It had no
characters.
context in the form of gameplay because I was just writing the script based on the cutscene. It was a different time. I'm a different man. Shut up. So even though I knew
Also, about Fallen Hill, a random thing about Fallen Hill is I don't want the series to become like an edgy, in your feelings fan service series. I want the series to be I want it to be unique, I want it to be unique. I want it to be like something that does not seem like it is trying too hard to be emotional and everything. I want that series to reflect how I feel that series should go. Anyways, that is out the way. So, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Are you guys having fun? Can I stay here for long? That's fine. Are you guys having fun for Thanksgiving? It's 1 a.m. What do you mean it's 1 a.m.?
Dying in a video game should yield some punishment, yes, but usually you're meant to have the resources necessary to continue readily available to you. Here, it's the equivalent of starting to write a letter, spelling a word wrong, but you can't scribble or use whiteout, so you have to start the letter all over again.
How was my Thanksgiving? What do you mean was? Like, it is today. My Thanksgiving is today. It's going fine so far. I think we're about to spend more time with family. Hope you better go. Alright, bye.
Well, that sucks. I literally fought you and you just automatically rephrase a few seconds later? What the fuck are these things? The Arbuckles are some of the most annoying enemies in this game because they're airborne and can hurt you while at a standstill, but you need to jump and slash to hit them, which is extremely difficult to do accurately. This is an example of what I can only imagine was a rushed animation. Well, let me rephrase that. It's an example of rushed coloring. Here's the thing.
Thanksgiving or religion. The people I attract, they usually do not celebrate like Thanksgiving and or Christmas, and I find it to be a little bit odd. Not that I'm saying like, the things that they celebrate that they do not celebrate is odd or anything. People have their own taste in what to celebrate, and I can respect that. What I'm saying is that like I attract like a lot of people, and or I talk like and or I make mutuals with people who usually do not celebrate these holidays. And I find out to be a little bit funny.
It's mighty dark with all the evil about. Keep this lantern full, it'll light your way.
Dang, what the f? Okay, that was an example of a rushed everything. Why does this link in particular look so much different than all the rest? It's like whoever made this cutscene had half
You're in
the data
Greece?
package and was
Oh, you're from Greece.
correctly. The colors aren't even right, man.
What? I don't think I ever had a viewer from Greece. That is so cool, actually. I have a viewer from Greece?
Without knowing the context behind it, do you think you would ever be able to decipher it? Because what he's saying is that there aren't many people left to save, referencing the character named Drulik, who can be found in an alcove at the side of the lair to one of the bosses named Glutko. But not only have I never heard of either of these characters before, nor are their names conventional enough for them to register as names to me, so how would I know that when you say there aren't many left that you're referring to people, you don't
It is not that cool living there. Why? Like, don't you have Mount Olympus there? Like, can't you talk to Zeus? Oh, that was not offensive to make. Oh, that was not offensive to make.
Is a character? I thought that was just the name of this place. And,
Morocco?
Two things can be true, but it's just awkward because I won't
Morocco,
know if people are talking
Morocco.
about the character
Is
or
that...
the place.
I forgot where Morocco is.
Skelly man, on the next he's blinged out in a suit of armor. No transition, no nothing. He's blinged out in a suit of armor. No transition. True, but it's
Is in
just
North
awkward because
Africa,
I won't
gotcha.
know if people are talking about the character or the place. One frame he's just a skelly man, on the next he's blinged out in a suit of armor. No transition, no nothing.
That economy is a sad train wreck. Also, it isn't offensive because our religion is Orthodox Christianity. Got ya.
God damn, this line is so dumb. He starts his sentence by saying
Millennia?
that he is, but ends it
You
by
must
saying
be
that
new
we're
here,
wishing
hello.
to join him after he freezes us for a year? At least, I think that's what he's saying. The line is written
I have
so
arrived,
poorly
hello,
that even
Rio.
as a relatively short sentence, it's hard to comprehend. Wanting to join your forces after a year of being frozen has nothing to do with you being hideous. With that setup, I expected the payoff to be something like
It's just weird how some people don't know countries from Africa. I never said I do not know countries. I did not know Morocco. At least I did not remember Morocco, you know?
After a year of being frozen, what can you expect? It's also extra confusing.
Like, honestly, I thought I heard of Morocco before, if anything.
In fact, I think you shoot fire at us. Maybe he says that because his weakness are the firestones? Maybe? Something else I think they did in order to artificially inflate game time is how the stages are unlocked. For example, I had to play through Nortinka to unlock Tokyo Lighthouse, which is how we get the lantern, and unless
Everyone makes mistakes. I don't how is forgetting a mistake? How is forgetting a mistake?
Even though Garona was available from the start of the game. But in order to play through Nortinka, I had to play through Crater's Cove to get the Firestone, which you also need for Garona. But in order to get the Firestones, you need to farm the snowballs in Nortinka. Mind you, all this time, as we beat these stages, we're unlocking others that wouldn't really advance what we're working toward. I didn't necessarily need to beat Crater's Cove to beat Nortinka, but beating it unlocks Spearfish Falls, and nothing is really stopping me from beating it. The thing is, doing so without the item you get from Garona with the bell makes it extremely annoying to do. Now, for my playthrough, I routed it out in a way where I would experience every cutscene once.
99%
There
increases
were
in the
times I
moon.
had to play through a level twice, whereas you could get an item that you need in one level and only have to visit the next one once. But I did that on purpose. If you don't know what you need and visit a level without having an item that an NPC is going to request from you, you now have to play that level again after you go to another level again.
I know you can draw muscles. I can. I've been drawing woman for so long. Like, I draw a lot of women now because one, they're fun, and two, I used to draw men exclusively growing up, and, you know, eventually I was like, alright, I want to draw women.
No, I never noticed it before, but this is the
Do I play
exact same
Pokemon?
issue I had with Garona's line. Why would being
That is an on and off question, because honestly, I used to play Pokemon a lot. Interesting fact, did you guys know, like, this is when I had Pokemon Emerald. Did you guys know that, I played Pokemon Emerald? Well, you guys probably did not know, but, I played Pokemon Emerald so much because, like, and I have no idea how I played this game more than Platinum, but I played Pokemon Emerald so much to the point where my Blaziken is now at level 100, and my other Pokemon are nearing level 100. Like, I buffed my Blaziken, and this is when I was like doing the Elite Four a lot because I had nothing else to do in the game. I grinded and trained. I grinded and or trained my Blaziken so much to the point where it reached level 100 and I did not notice it until like at a certain point.
Change the background when some of these things are shown to us. It makes it look like that weird ass rhyming pitbull thing kidnapped Zelda at Firestone Lake. Speaking of Firestone Lake, it's one of, if not the shortest level in the game, but that doesn't stop it from being annoying because of the Pyrondine. You see, the way the snowball works isn't straightforward. Literally. It travels in a bit of an arc, and half of the time you end up missing the fire wheel as a result, so you have to position yourself better while another Pyrondine is chasing you. Wow, thanks! Dude, so you fixed the outlining of this frame, but you didn't bother fixing the color of the brim of Link's hat? See how Harlequin captures Coridian? This is
Chat,
another one
the
that's
chat seems kind of
so
quiet.
awkward to me. For starters, I don't
I'm
know
going
who
to
Harlequin
stop
is,
talking
and
about
unless
that
I remember
often
this is
because
called
y'all are in
Coridian, I don't
control
know
of
what
talking in the
Coridian
chat.
was.
So
The way they
like,
say some of these things
it
is so
is
matter of
best
fact.
that I
By
do not
saying
say
it that
anything
way,
because
it's
I think
more
I've
suggestive
preached
of
about
an
how
audience, but
you
it
guys
can't be
are
where
in
you just throw
control
me
of the
into it
chat.
like, here's
So
a name you've never heard before in a place you don't know yet, and saying it like I should
me
know.
too, I guess.
See,
But, you know,
this is what name
is
you've
this
never
human
heard of
vessel? I'm trying to.
does.
Yeah,
Isn't
yes,
it
this is human
awful?
vessel.
Like, yeah, dude, I guess, but also, what are the words you're saying at me? Why are you written like this? Why did you ask them to perform it that way? Also, Harlequin Bazaar is the only level that features the name of the sage's boss and isn't just the character's name. Why didn't you do the same thing for the rest of the boss levels? Why couldn't it be Goronu's Mountain or something? Why is it just Goronu? That way I at least know that Goronu is a character and not the name of the place like Nortinka. This being the entrance is stupid because it just looks like a random set piece, especially when it's right next to that sewer gate that
History?
also happens to be an entrance to a place you can't access yet.
Why history?
No, I think I just realized something. You get the bell
What do you want to learn in
Goronu,
history?
but I don't think anybody tells you what it does. The manual doesn't mention
Hey,
it at all.
holy. So I was like, hey, holy Jesus. Hey, holy Jesus. Hey, Margot. Margot's here, everybody. Margot's here, everybody. Say hi to Margot. Did Bug turn into a... Did Bug turn into a Black Widow? What do you mean? What do you mean did Bug turn into a Black Widow? What a beautiful view. Uh-huh. It is alright. It is alright, Margot. It is alright, Margot. I know. You're a raging rainbow. I understand. I'm joking, Margot.
Also, not the voice I thought was going to come out of you.
The night is cold.
But the sun is a star, and ice doesn't emit heat.
Where I post most of my art. I try to post them in community tabs, you know, but sometimes I clean it out. But other than that, I post some of my art on Twitter, and you can find the Twitter if you look at the watermarks in the art. And the Nero toxin. Mix it with a band, have a listen. Mix it with a bed, have a listen to Jan. Let it sink in. Now it's weekend. Woo!
Were the trumpeters drugged when they did this? I don't know what that was, but I would never call that music. Oh, no. Walking on that Stalfos is alone time. Huh? What? Chrono? But I saw it literally dissolve into ash. How are you still alive?
Anyways, Margot, I want to catch up with you. What's up, man? What's up? Tell everybody how you have been doing.
Literally what you said last time.
Have any thoughts on your mind? Have any oh, by the way, hi Waffy. Have anything you want to say, Margot? Like, what is up?
This crystal makes the shield reflect, cursing the cursor with twice the curse.
I categorically despise this dialogue. So, you know how when you hear a word enough times, it eventually stops registering to you as an actual word, even though you know what it means, you associate the sound of it with the word.
Excuse me, a bit tired though. Excuse me, I see. Is it work? You're tired from work?
That's not what's happening here. This is just called bad writing. drives the mirror shield by way of
Is this
what
a
I
human
think
variation
was
of
meant
Ezel?
to
It
be a
is.
poem, or at least a rhyming verse, but she
You have
rhymes
no idea who's
curse with
Margot
curse,
either.
which technically
Margot
doesn't
does not
count as a rhyme
exist.
because they're not homophones. It's literally the same word.
Margot
It just
never
doesn't sound
existed.
good. When I played this originally, someone suggested it should be cursing the cursor with something much worse, and that's already miles better. Like, not to get too deep into it, but if you
I have a
say that you're
question.
going to curse someone, it's
I have a
like,
question
why
to
is it
people
when
who
you
went to
curse
the
them with
dentist.
a
I
curse,
had some
no
bad
one is
run-ins with the
redundant?
dentist.
And to be honest,
Mostly
I'm
because I think the
saying
anesthetics did not
cursor
work.
isn't even a word. The information I'm finding is
Was it
conflicting, or some say it is, others say it's
painful
a normal word that gets the point across.
when they were
So to
fixing your
avoid that,
teeth
why
and
not
or
just make
pulling out
it
your
the
wisdom
shield
tooth?
goes sword and spear
Was it
deflect,
painful?
half stop the violence and hurt.
Like,
This
were
crystal
you
makes the shield
conscious? Like,
reflect, reversing
did
the
they
curse into something
did
much
they
worse. Or something like
completely
that. Curse.
sedate you, like when they were doing it?
At FAO Schwartz. Explore the
It felt
extraordinary.
good.
Dance to your own tune.
All right, that is reassuring.
Imagination
I
wants
am
to
so scared because I think I'm going to the dentist on January. And honestly, I am glad. I'm glad because my wisdom tooth, it kind of annoys me.
FAO Schwartz. Return to wonder.
Have you noticed the National Guard in the news lately? This is a USA Facts quick take to give you some
My
background.
Christmas gift
The
is 4
National
wisdom teeth
Guard
getting
is a
pulled out.
unique part of
Jeez,
the
4?
US
I'm kind of a
military.
crazy person, so
It
to
is made
believe
up of
what I
Army
so
and
to
Air
believe what I
Force
said.
units in every state, some territories, plus Washington, D.C. Guard members usually train part-time.
It needed to get a lot of teeth removed due to breaking them. Dang, I don't have any tooth removed. Thankfully, I do have 2 broken teeth that needs to be removed, but it's expensive. Oh gosh, we're all struggling. We're all struggling.
Its members are involved
Dang.
in natural disaster responses as well as wars overseas. Who controls it? Each state's governor.
When I got one pulled, apparently I was high as heck and apparently flirting with the staff, and I do not remember anything about that. You were flirting with the staff? Strong woman. Strong woman.
In any state or location, placing it under national command for wars or emergencies. In August 2025, about 800 National Guard members were federalized.
I recently had a.
Under President Trump.
Why is the live chat talking about getting teeth pulled out? Because I brought it up. And I have a wisdom tooth that I want to get removed. I recently got a root canal, and honestly, none of it hurt except when they had to inject my gums. The needle in the roof of my mouth, yeah, that part really sucked. Oh gosh, I hope I'm high when they have to do that to me. Well, not high, but sedated, you know. My friend broke his arm while riding a bike, he's like never ridden a bike before. But he managed to ride it for a bit, and he tried doing no arms and went into a curb and flew over his handlebars. Dang, I guess, but it was more like mumbling as I had stuff in my mouth. Dang. Anyways, how? Anyways, what do you guys think of this art right here? By the way, I've recently been working on a human knife design. I've been working on a human knife design recently.
If it tastes like a gyro, why don't you just eat gyros? Aren't they more readily available than Iridium could be? Also, are the 2 dark beans and chin warts, or does Glutko have 4 nipples? Actually, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. Wait, what's Glutko doing here?
I remember somebody saying that my voice is kind of is kind of deep. And you want to know something? Some people back then literally called my voice hot and or sexy, and I was like, no, it is not. No, it is not. What? Like, my voice is not hot and or sexy, you know?
You found that secret verse fast. Did you already know what it said?
Like, I like to think that it
I
is
don't understand how there were so many frames in iPhone's
a,
animation
a
for
decent
God's
voice,
sake.
you know?
Like, if this was animated by a single person,
Some people like deep voices. I know that, but like,
but if you hand it off to an in-between artist, you have to really
whatever people like say, dang, you have a deep voice.
there's an eardrum
You call
there.
that deep, you should hear my voice.
Such is the power of the Prince of
What the heck is that noise in the background?
Darkness.
Oh, I'm watching a YouTube video. Hold on. I'm watching a YouTube video. Let me turn that down. Anyways.
It sounded like you said that I had to defeat Ganon, the Prince of Darkness, by using a book. His weakness is a book.
You call that deep, you should hear my voice. And I'm only 17. I am only 17 and I already sound like my dad. Dang. Actually, funny thing, Margot said my voice was deep, and I was like, this voice is deep. My voice is good. Thank you. I literally, wow, I was literally talking about what you think of my voice. She called it deep. She called it deep, and I was like, it is deep. It is deep. It's not that deep. Let's go again. Toxin at the Nero toxin. Mix it with a bit of a mix it with a bit of a hallucinogen. Let us see again. Now it's weekend. Woo! Some people call me Kratos because of my voice. Dang. What am I drawing? I'm drawing one of my characters, a human version of one of my characters. Seeing him as Vessel makes me completely understand why everyone wanted to get with her because she is absolutely gorgeous. Dang, my worst injury is when I was 2-year-old, a German Shepherd dog bit me on the head, and now I have a permanent scar on my forehead. Dang. I'm sorry to hear that, Margot. I have 20 people watching. That is interesting. You gotta call people boy in that aggressive Kratos tone sometimes. I'm sorry to hear that, guys. Like, dang, that is... You guys have some crazy injuries. My injury... Well, I have, like, 2 injuries that I mostly remember. I have 2 injuries that I mostly remember. So, there's one time I was at my dad's friend's house, I believe. And, I think I was, like, shaking... I was a young kid at this time, too. I was shaking, like, a shelving or something. And, like, I think I looked over, and then a kid, like, made an exclamation, and I was like, huh? And then I looked up slightly, and then a mini car, like one of those remote controlled mini cars, like not a toy, but it was like a car that had like complex stuff in it and everything. Yeah, that like fell from the top of the shelf and completely landed on my head. And like, here's the thing, I did not get knocked out from that. I did not. If anything, it greatly hurt. And then my mom and dad had to take me to the house. And I think, I swear, I think I was conscious during that entire time. But I think, like, the moment they took me out the house, like, the moment they took me out of the friend's house and started getting me home, I do not remember the walk back home. I do not. Like, I swear, I think I was conscious, but I do not remember the walk back home. My head was killing me that day, though. Like, it was killing me. Like, dang. Like, I could lift it. And, like, the pain will go full set. Like, like back to full on hurting, and I had to lay it back down, especially on the heating pad. There was another injury. I was on my bike, and I was on like a dirt patch trying to start the bike up to ride it. Apparently, coincidentally, on the back of the bicycle wheel, there was a very smooth patch of dirt that when I was about to move the bike wheel ran in place, and I turned over, and this is about to get a little bit graphic. I turned over on the bike, right? I landed on my elbow, and like apparently I scraped my elbow so hard on the road and the dirt that the flesh ripped off, and I had like a fresh, moist red patch of like exposed skin, and it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. Like it wasn't even like a big gash. It was like it wasn't even tiny either. It was like a gash like in the center of my elbow. It was so painful. It was so painful. Imagine I get demonetized because of that story. Honest. I do not know if the conversation is still going. I do not know, but hold on, because sometimes this thing likes to cut off the chat for some reason. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. Because honestly, I hate when YouTube does this. Like, streaming on here is fun, but like, it can be fun, but like, honestly, like, YouTube has to like fix this or something, because there is no way the chat gets lagged like this. Like, wow. So you had memory loss? I did not have memory loss. Well, hopefully I did not. Alright. I have my phone, and I'm reading you guys on my phone. I'm reading you guys on my phone. Let's sink in now. Let's sink in now. It's weekend. Woo! Imagine being imagine having big thighs, right? Imagine that, man. Imagine it totally would suck. It totally would suck. People with big thighs do not reply. I totally do not want. That's what people on Twitter sounds like. That's what people on Twitter sound like. I do not go after thighs though. I do not go after like, you know, stuff like that. Thank you, Lucifer. Imagine I was serious. Jeez. Jeez. Hello, Starberry Milk. Can I your name? Do you guys have a favorite fruit? You like my art style? Thank you. Thank you for liking my art style. You guys do not have a favorite fruit? Dang. Who does not have a favorite fruit? I like lemons. I eat bare lemons. You love limes? You eat limes? How do you eat those? Wait, hold on. Margot, if you are still here, what is your favorite fruit? You like strawberries and mangoes? Ah, that's nice. I tried mangoes before in a cup. They did not taste good. I mean, skip that part, the skin as well. Wait, what? Talk about demon. Talk about demon. I eat lemons. I eat pure lemons. I eat lemons like. I eat lemons like without the sugar. I sometimes eat it with sugar, but like, I eat lemons by themselves. Shoot, I eat lemons by themselves. Are we talking about food all of a sudden because I mentioned fruit? What are your favorite fruits?
Well, that sucks. I literally thought you would just automatically refreeze a few seconds later. What the fuck are these things? The Arpagos are some of the most annoying enemies in this game because their characters well, I don't think so, but you can check out the classic Alabama. This is an example of what I can only imagine. It's an example of crushed heart. Here's the thing, people always talk about how bad the animation in these games are, and I disagree. The animation itself is fucking good.
I think this arm looks a little bit too big.
But the designs, the characters, the performances, them animated around, and the digitized frames are what I think is wrong. This character's lighting sources, therefore her shadows change drastically on every frame. That compounded with some shadows that aren't even colored in all the way makes this hard to look at. And it would be one thing if I was just nitpicking on a single stop frame, but the
Mix it with a bit of a mix it with a bit of a hallucinogen. Let it sick and not tweaking. That should have been like skinny. No, she is curvy. She is kind of muscular. She is kind of muscular and curvy. If you can call her mommy. If you can handle her ungodly teasing, if you can handle their ungodly teasing afterwards, then be my guest, I guess. Be my guest, I guess. All that is for Bug and Dart apparently. Vessel also his son Dart. Dart is not safe. What? No. It's not that Dart is. Ah, yes, Dart is not safe. But here's the thing: Dart can handle Vessel. Dart can. Dart may get Vessel may get humbled by Dart, I swear. Mix it with a bit of a hallucinogen, let it sink in, now it's weekend. Woo! Dart's not affected by teasing. Dart can be. It is that Dart has a whole lot of tolerance for it. Let me see her get teased by blowing up so 5 or something. Yes. horn knife vessel. Yes, the others do have different forms as well. I did say the names of vessels forms at one point. Nobody knew what I was talking about though. You like deepness? Deepness is pretty cool. Freaky, but cool. We're not freaky, but creepy. Did you get that? I feel like Bullet's forms they would get yellow armor. I don't know why. It would just be cool. Bullet has one form. It isn't even that deep, to be honest. Was that a joke? Was was that a joke? Instead of being deep, everything is freaky. I have a feeling that you're trying to make like a freaky person, a tongue sticking out type of joke. That might be the type of joke that you were making, but honestly, like it still kind of applies to deepness as a whole because it can be pretty freaky. Look, you're doing her dirty. Everyone else gets forms, and yes, she just gets one. They bug you're doing them dirty. Everyone else gets forms, and yet they get one. And yet they get one. And yet they get one. Well, Horn has one too. So there you go. This is like, hold on. Let me fix this a little bit. Like, he's not even buff. He has, like, thick arms, if anything. Not, like, thick arms, but it's, like, thin and thick at the same time. He is not buff. Who knew that Bugs would be this ripped? Who knew? Oh yeah, Lucifer, you go do that. You go do that. Well. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? I was talking to my sister, by the way. Wait. Nah. I was talking to my sister, by the way. What are you guys talking about?
Oh shit.
They did not hear a thing. I had it muted. You are fine.
No.
Can Dart throw a dart into a dartboard? Onto a dartboard? Yes, she can. Hey sis, what you doing later?
Thanksgiving.
Ah yes, we're going to do Thanksgiving at grandma's, I think. Ba ba ba. Not sure I survived. I don't think that I died. I'm only half alive.
You go back.
Hello guys, I am back.
Oh.
I want to play that card game again.
What card game?
Loteria? I don't know if the R is rolled.
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No, you're a sadist. You're a sadist now.
How would I winning?
No, it's not even about you winning. It's the fact that you take pleasure in me losing.
No, I just get happy that I can find a figure in a game.
And you take pleasure in me losing.
Nah.
Yes, you do.
Nah.
Yes, you do.
Nah.
You didn't even give me a chance.
You want me to let you win?
No, you
Okay,
didn't even
then.
give me a chance. You did not even give me a chance no more, and you went straight. You went straight into clicking it.
Hey everyone, Chai. This one has been a long time coming. And after the three video that I did last May, I knew exactly what I wanted this one to be. That one was a
Ouch.
and I figured that I could use this format to start a tradition where I have Bay by 5 as my co-host.
Why'd you bring out your laptop?
What?
Why'd you bring out your laptop?
To charge the port that charges my headphones. What power level? Wait, were you guys debating on what power level Dart is? I could have sworn I saw that.
50.
Shut your behind up. And talking to my sister. If she's bug sized and you're a human, you're destroying her. If you're bug sized or in a bug zone, then I'm sorry, you're getting soloed. It was drawing the bed meme. What bed meme? At first I thought it was them in a bed after dark put work on bug, but what?
What was that one bug that was like the John Wick of bugs?
What do you mean?
There's a bug out there that was dubbed as like the John Wick of the insects or something.
I don't know, but all I can think of is the tardigrades, the water bears. Trying to confuse what is even happening. Isn't Dawn large building level? Who the heck is Dawn? Anyways, Dart in her base. Dart is I'd say large. No, not even large. She's multi city block level in her base. Currently, she's multi city block level. Bug, he's more of a country. He's more of a country level.
I found it. It's like this bug.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this idea works beautifully. This idea is actually perfect. Come here, if it was with any other bug. With any other bug, this is a beautiful idea. But with this specific bug, I don't think people understand. They call this bug the John Wick of hornets. Do you want to know why? Because this hornet specifically, if you become rivals with it, they're very persistent. This specific hornet can survive for weeks in water, fully submerged, like 5 to 10 minutes, but if there's a little bit of air with that water, weeks. On top of that, it has photographic memory. We love that. And also, I guess it can spray venom? Huh? There's been stories of hornets being outside of houses for days, waiting. Again, like John Wick, I see it. At this point, if you see a hornet, just walk the other way.
That person has more faith in that plastic cup than I have in humanity. Just the fact that that photographic memory is terrifying enough. Imagine pissing off one by accident without even knowing. Then weeks later, that same one just shows up out of nowhere for you. Bye. What's this? If Done is human sized, then he's a done is human sized, then he's a then he's a Titanic being then he's a Titanic being that cannot be measured in Fallen Hill. Who the heck is Dawn? Who you guys talking about? Who is Dawn? Don Quixote? I have no idea who that is.
Okay, hear me out though. What else would I cover this game? There is basically no other subgenre this game. How not to make a puzzle game come from flag?
And what is the question, Waffy? What is the question?
Yeah, this is one of those rare instances where both the game and the music are terrible. I don't understand why this exists. Like, puzzle games were all the rage around the time this came out, like Tetris, Yu-Gi-Oh, and even Sega's own columns. But the idea to make the two-player mode a kind of puzzle fighter with Sonic is just odd. Like, I get it. This was the same year the first game came out, so they didn't really have to share.
Nah, I don't really like that presentation of Bug, to be honest. Like, I guess I was trying to go for more of like a healthy human looking type of thing. But, you know, Bug. Let me make it a little thinner. Hold on. One from BFDI went against Bugs? What are you talking about? What is that? What? What do they even ask? What do they even ask? I noticed that Waffy said they've asked something multiple times now. What do they even ask? Wait, hold on. As a matter of fact, hold on. BFDI? Isn't that battle for whatever thing? Battle for Dream. I do not take interest in that. I do not take interest in that. I'm asking multiple times because he doesn't read my comment. All right, so guys, here's what I think about asking the same comment again, asking the same question again. Here's what I think about it. So listen, I have a feeling that you can ask that question you can ask that question again if a comfortable amount of time has passed, right? If a comfortable amount of time has passed, then you can ask that question. I'm saying about like 5 to 10 minutes later, you can ask that question again. If you compile, and I did not even see that question yet, but if you compile that exact same question 30 seconds apart, like 25 seconds apart, 30 seconds apart, like if you ask the same question repeatedly, like rapid rate, and I notice it, that is not going to make me want to read your comment. Because first of all, you're spamming, and secondly, that makes you look desperate. Like, you gotta calm down with that. Like, again, you can ask the same question again. I do not mind that. I do not mind that at all. I do not mind people asking the same question again, as long as a good amount of time has passed. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get it, you want your questions answered. Like, I have a feeling that if a good amount of time has passed, you can ask it again, you know? Like, I can give people the benefit of the doubt. I can give people the benefit of the doubt if, like, you know, they ask it, you know, it gets scrolled up in the comments, and then they ask it again, you know, like 30 seconds later. Like, if that was their second time asking, if that was their second time asking, and I noticed it, I'd be like, oh, shit, I didn't read it, my bad. And then, you know, I would read it, right? I would read it. But if like you did that and I did not notice it, and then like you keep doing it at a rapid rate, it's not gonna make me want to read it. It's gonna make it seem annoying. Do you give me this how to frick with the reason why is personal choice, right? Alright. Why are your female wait, hold on. Let me see what they wanted to ask me. Why are your female bugs hot? That was the question you wanted answered. That is the question that you kept spamming. That was the question. That was the question. That's what you kept spamming. That was the groundbreaking question. Sorry for spamming. No, because honestly, I think you would do this again. Like, you did this multiple times. I don't even believe that you're gonna stop spamming. But like, that was the question that you wanted answered. That was the groundbreaking question. Bro really was a dead ass freak. I would not call them that. I think they were eager to have their question answered, but bro, like, that was the question? Like, it was not like trying to get to know a character. Hey, what is this character like? How does this character feel about this character? How does where did the what type what traditions and like what food is this character like? What's this character's preference? It wasn't anything like that. The freaking question that you wanted to be answered so badly was, why are they so hot? If anything, ask yourself that. Why do you find them hot? Ask yourself that. Why do you find them hot? Like, obviously they look attractive to like the certain eye. I think they look attractive sometimes, and I think they look cool, you know? Like, but when I say attractive, I mean like they look like an attractive, you know, they look like an attractive character. Like, not that I'm saying that I would date them in or anything. I was saying, oh, that character looks attractive. I'm not even romantically or sexually attracted to a character, but like, whenever I say, hey, they look attractive, I think, you know, they look attractive. Like, I'm pretty sure they can score somebody, and then like I'll carry on with my day. I'll even say handsome and/or pretty. I'll even say handsome and/or, you know, beautiful and/or good looking. You know, like. But like, that's how I go about it, you know. But honestly, ask yourself that. You find them attractive. Ask yourself that. That's the answer I'm giving you. Ask yourself that. Like, I cannot believe that was a question that needed to be spammed. Actually, I have a question that is much better. Is if there's a Western culture in Fallen Hill like French culture or Italian culture. Actually, there are multiple cultures in the Fallen Hill universe. There are multiple cultures. A Western culture, sure, yeah. There could be some Western cultures. There could be some Western cultures, yeah. I had to stretch. Italian nerd emoji. Why are you posting a nerd emoji? That'd be funny if there was a Western culture for me, that is. Huh. He's posting a selfie. What selfie? How advanced is Fallen Hill universe? Are there bugs who can pull out a strap and start blasting people? Fallen Hill characters do not really use guns. They do not use guns. Or I should not. I probably should not like say that. I should probably not like say that. I would say pew pews, dude. I'm gonna say pew pews. They use, you know, they do not use pew pews. They do not use pew pews. Oh shoot, Margot, hi. They do not use pew pews. They use more like arm cannons and or hand cannons and or stuff like that, you know. Alright, so this means I can technically win for real. I'm getting slimed the moment I land tails on evading. Hey, quick question. Is Bug actually uncomfortable with Vesta's kisses or marks him? You say he's fine with it, but in your art, he always looks shocked or frozen. Just curious. Alright, so that is an interesting question. The thing is, Bug is fine with it. He is. He seriously does not mind it. He doesn't. The thing is, he gets flustered. It's not that he is uncomfortable. He gets flustered. Like, he is all for physical affection. The thing is that like, whenever it comes to Vessel, and here's the thing, Vessel does not do this often. Like, as many times as I draw it, they do not do this often. Like, if you think that they do this daily, they do not. They do not do this often. You know? Bug tolerates it or puts up with it because he actually knows that is how Vessel shows affection. And the thing is the marking that she's doing, it is not even like deep bites in or anything. Like, she's not drinking his blood and or tasting it and or anything, right? She's more so biting him in an affectionate way where it's like, it is not like the teeth are not entering his skin, and it's more so like a affectionate bite, you know. And the kissing is alright. Bug is chill with the kissing. And you wanna know why Bug is chill with all this? One, because yes, these are like the terms that they're chill with, you know. These are the terms that they agree with. Like they're best friends, and Vessel like has her own way of like showing affection. Like, and it's not only Bug. She is like this. She can be like this with like multiple people. Like, I'm not saying she is like a, you know, well, not people, I would say beings, but I'm not saying Vessel's like a, that word, you know, if you know what I mean. I'm saying like, she has her way. I'm saying like she's more like a shows her affection in various ways type of person. Like, she's not very frisky with like people, not frisky. She's not very physically affectionate with people who she just met, you know. But she warms up to them eventually, you know. she um she would she would kiss them, she would hug them, you know, stuff like that. But it is mostly not to seem like a tease and or anything. It's mostly not to seem like a tease. Like, she teases Bug, but that's because, you know, she kinda, you know, she kind of has the mindset where it's like, hey, if Bug ever wants a mate, if he, and she knows that Bug does not want mates, but she's in the mindset where it's like, hey, if Bug ever wants mates, shoot, I'll try to be first in line. And Bug knows this. Bug knows that Vessel is keeping an eye out on him, you know. Bug knows Vessel is keeping an eye out for him. He knows it is not creepy though. He does not like think it is creepy. It is more so in a she likes me, you know? It's more so like she likes me, right? Vessel, however, like she does the things she does very tamely. Very tame. Like when she kisses Bug on the mouth and everything, right? Like sometimes, and I mean sometimes, especially if she is in heat, sometimes it could be a little passionate. Sometimes it can be a little passionate. They do not like, you know, they do not like have sex or anything. It's like a little passionate kiss or something. Bug is chill with it. He does not care. He literally does not care. He knows that's how Vessel shows affection. Like, they're best friends, but he knows that is literally how she shows affection. Plus, some of the drawings, and I have a feeling that you guys forget that I literally mentioned this at one point. Some of the drawings I draw between these two, I mentioned that some of them are not canon. Meaning that some of the things that Vessel does with Bug are not canon. It's more so like a fun type of thing. Some of them are not canon. Like, even Vessel, the lore is so deep. Even Vessel knows that what she does is platonic. It's more so, like, their relationship is very interesting, if anything. You're not going to be involved in that. I'd much rather sit out because, oh goodness, Bug is way mentally stronger than me. I'd fold it after the first kiss, to be honest. He puts up with it. He literally puts up with it. He does not care. Huh? What are you confused about, Margot? What are you confused about? I can try and clarify things. Does any of your bugs from Brazilian culture, or does any of your bugs are Brazilian? Some bugs can be from Brazilian culture. You're friends with benefits? I mean, aren't friends with benefits usually friends who, like, you know, do the deed or whatever? Like, isn't that usually friends with benefits or something? Because I do not think I can call them friends with benefits if that is like the case. Because they do not have sex. They do not. I like to think of it as like Vessel is a very affectionate, like, character. Like, Vessel's very affectionate. And like the thing is like, you do not know what friends with benefits are? Alright, so Margot, friends with benefits are like, it's like you're friends, like you're not breaking the friendship boundary, but, you know, you're allowed to, like, be really, how I say, intimately involved with each other, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it could be intimate activity, sometimes it could be sex, you know, it can be something like that, but like, you two, like, touchy. Yeah, and here's the thing, like, normal friends, like even best friends, they could be touchy and everything, you know? They could be touchy and everything. But like friends with benefits, like, not only can they like be touchy with each other, it is also like, hey, we could have sex, but we're not breaking the friendship boundary, you know? Bug and Vessel, like, they're best friends, but they have, like, a very interesting way of going about things. Like, I think I even once remembered, wait, hold on. I don't think, I think I once remembered, like, somebody saying that Vessel might be using Bug and or trying to manipulate him. It is not a manipulation thing. It is not a manipulation thing at all. Because, listen, Vessel is not only a flirtatious character. She's not. They're best friends. Her and Bug are best friends for a reason. Like, they've literally traveled with each other for like 4 years. They travel with each other for like 4 years. They hang out, you know, they go out, they visit each other. Like, these two are really close is the thing. These two are like really close. As a matter of fact, think of it as like a, you know, a best friend situation, that not situation, like a best friend trope that you'll sometimes see in an anime, right? Like, it could be heartwarming, like none of like the whole, oh yeah, they eventually become lovers type of thing. It's more so like a oh yeah, they're best friends, but sometimes uh they're like intimate and/or sexual jokes being thrown in, you know? Think of it like that. And plus, like, here's gonna be the kicker. Here's gonna be the kicker for y'all. Bug is not interested anyways. Bug is not literally interested in dating anyways because he's Airways. He's Airways coded. There's a term for a relationship which are two friends and they can be intimate, they can cuddle or something like that, but no sex, no kiss, and they're only close friends. I can't remember the term. Holy crap! Is there a term for that? Vessel also did encourage Bud to go on a date with the Sen. Exactly. Like, people need to pay attention to that too. People need to pay attention to that. Like, you guys got to remember. You guys got to hold on. Who said that? Night Red Eye. Yes, you're right. And I feel like people need to notice that. Vessel, and you see here. And you see, here's the thing. Even when Vessel noticed that the date was platonic, like, here's the thing. Like, Vessel, like, when the Sen was trying to ask Bug out in, like, the Fallen Hill extra, which is canon, that thing is canon, but Vessel knows Bug will not date anybody, especially her. Vessel knows Bug will not date, like, a single, like, being. And here's the thing, Vessel decided to play a little like teasing thing, like you know, you're gonna date him, like think of it as like a friend who is like, you know, teasing you about it, like you know how a friend would be like, you know, the little elbow nudge and everything, like, you gotta go for it. Like, Vessel was like, go on, man, shoot your shot. And like, Bug said, sure, as long as it's platonic. And Vessel said, attaboy. Like, see, Vessel and Bug, like, they understand each other, you know? They understand each other. Like, in Vessel, here's the thing about Vessel, like, here's the thing. Vessel told herself, if it's not gonna happen, but if Bug were to ever have a mate, she'll be supportive. She knows she'll be supportive because they are comfortable with being best friends, you know? They have been comfortable with that because they do not want to break that boundary. The thing is, Vessel is comfortable in that boundary too. Vessel does not mind if Bug does not want to break it. All Vessel is saying is, if Bug was ever down, she's down, like down to make a mate. She's down too. It's called homies. Yes. As a matter of fact, I'll say that, Margot. They're homies. They're homies. It is literally like the Vessel would literally say, "What? You never kiss your homies goodnight?" Like Vessel is literally like that. Vessel would definitely, Vessel would definitely say, "Kiss the homies goodnight." You know, like yes. Vessel and Bug probably make one of the most compatible duos. Like Vessel's extremely affectionate, and Bug is just so uninterested he doesn't get uncomfortable. It is more so. All right, so he's uninterested in a relationship. He is interested in Vessel, you know, as a friend. He is interested in Vessel as a friend. It's not that he is uninterested in her. He is interested in her as a friend. He is interested in, he is interested in her as a friend. He is uninterested in making a mate, whether it is romantic and or sexual. He is uninterested in having a mate or a partner for mating, you know. If you ain't kissing your homie good night and good morning, you ain't a homie. Exactly. I'm reading the chat, by the way. I'm reading what y'all are saying. I feel like I should mention this as well because I have a feeling I did not like mention this. There are times like honestly like there are times where like Bug literally does not mind when Vessel like, you know, kisses him. Like she'll kiss him on the cheek, she'll like kiss him on the forehead, you know, stuff like that. Like that's usually where she'll kiss him, right? He does not mind that. But if Vessel were to ever ask, "Hey, can I kiss you?" Like, "Hey," I'm not gonna say the nickname, but like if she were to say, "Hey, can I kiss you?" and Bug is like, not right now. You know, he'll probably be like, "Not right now," or something like that. It's not like he's afraid of saying no. It is more so like sometimes he is like, "Oh yeah, I'm not feeling up to it." And Vessel would completely understand. Like Vessel's understand. Like she does not try to like make a fight out of it. She'll be like, "All right, that's cool." Um, but sometimes whenever like she asks, "Hey," so, sometimes whenever she asks, "Hey, can I kiss you?" and Bug is like, "All right, sure." You know, he kind of knows what that he kind of knows what that means. He kind of knows what that implies. It is either gonna be a passionate kiss on the cheek and or on the lips, and he does not mind. He does not mind because he knows that that is how Vessel is. You know, either on the lips and or on the cheek. He does not mind because he knows that is how Vessel is.
Get it? Shake things up. What does that even do? Nothing in this game is a threat to me.
No habla español.
Not what we did. We already have
Nicholas no habla español.
what we did was restore power to the master. What? Oh. Huh. Wait, how did that work? Is the shape of it the emerald itself and the green stuff is just juice? How do you restore only half of the master emerald's power? Really hard to resolve already. Wait, are those aim sprites in the style of a classic game but in her modern design repurposing sprite animation from the advanced series? For Sonic Tails and Knuckles, I can at least understand it because they already have classic style sprites to base their designs on, but to say aim sprites from scratch, that's the style. Why would so much effort put into the animation but not the rest of the game? So I had to add this couple of notes because depending on the order in which you play Angel Island and Eggman Base, when you get to see the second one's level, here's cutscenes since it will give you crazy ending. Granted, it's not like there's a huge difference between the cutscenes, you're really not missing out on anything, but they already made this cutscene, the least they could do is show it to you. Collecting the Chaos Emerald to restore the power to the Master Emerald doesn't really do anything.
By the way, like Bug and Vessel's relationship, like their friendship, it is not always like it's not always like ah yeah it's not always like a ah yeah you know like uh intimacy. It is not always that. It is not always that. Sometimes they do like genuine chill stuff, like you know they chill out, like you know they show each other funny stuff on their devices. They like make jokes, you know. They play games. They eat. They eat with each other. You know. They do funny stuff. You know. Sometimes they chill outside. You know, and they talk. You know, like they do stuff like that, and they do that stuff way more often than the intimate stuff. Actually, they do that way more often than the intimate stuff. The intimate stuff, like the intimate stuff that I've been drawing and or showing you guys, it is more indoor like the times where Vessel like does not really have a filter around Bug. It is more so like those exact moments that I'm showing you. That does not define their entire relationship. It is more it does not define their entire friendship. It more so says, hey, these are sometimes some of the things that they do, right? You like this dynamic? Oh, thank you, Margo. Wait, hold on. Yes, exactly, Waffy, exactly. Wish I had a friend that you could be very close with. Ah, dang. You may find them. You may find them, Margo. You may find them. Wait, you're a mod? Yes, you're a mod. You're a mod. You're a mod. How much more knife and horn are we gonna see? You're gonna see. You're gonna see some. You're gonna see some. I'm not sure I survived. I don't think that I died. Bye, Lucifer. Dart and Quarrel. I could see myself joining Dart and Quarrel, I guess. I guess, but I guess, like, I think Quarrel. I think Quarrel would get along more with Bug and or I'm not saying that Quarrel would probably hate Dart. I'm saying like in or dislike Dart. In or dislike Dart. I'm saying like I think he will most likely get along well with Bug and or Claw. You know. No, for me, chat. I am not nice when it comes to being a mod. Ugh. All right, Margo. See ya. See ya, Margo. Uh, take a nap too. Take a nap too. Ah, jeez. My throat kind of hurt. I've also wondered, is Fallen Hill cold? Some characters breathe out visible air, but is that just for dramatic effect, or does the setting actually have low temperatures? The temperatures can vary depending on where you're at. Makes me question why the Disney movie made Hades the villain. If I saw someone else doing my job in a thing I'm known for, I'd certainly have beef with them. 80 pointers like a Kobe game, peekaboo. I saw someone in your comments saying they didn't like Vessel's look or personality, wanted the whole thing changed. Like, bro, at that point, just make a new character. Wait, when did I say that? It was one of community posts. Also, no, I'm not making a new character. I know Dart's intentions and how Dart is. Dart is still nice. Dart is still kind. Like, Dart is really really affectionate, and they can be flirty. You know, they can be flirty. Like, honestly, whenever a person like sees a flirty character from a different source of media, and they're a Sonic fan, I'm not saying that the person that you saw was a Sonic fan, but like, they could be a Sonic fan and they could love all the characters, and I'm like, all right, bro, Rouge the Bad is standing right there. People will be so quick to jump on a really flirtatious character. I'm not talking, like, I have limits. What goes about Vessel, not Dart? Oh, I thought I said Vessel. Anyways, I thought I said Vessel. But still, like, I thought I said Vessel, but like, still, like, I meant to say Vessel, but still, like, at the same time, like these could be like the exact same people. These could be like the exact same people who are like liking every single Sonic character, and I'm like, bro, Rouge the Bad is literally right there. Like, I have limits to flirtatious characters, right? Like, if they're over the top, like if being flirtatious is literally their entire personality, like they have nothing else going for them. They're meant to be like a walking innuendo. Then I'm like, no, I do not really like this character. But if they have personality, other personality beside it, then I'm like, all right, sure, man, I can work with that. Because I do not think of Rouge like that. Rouge has some personality, aside from the whole Jules thing and like working for the government, working as a spy and everything. If anything, like I'm not saying Vessel's inspired off of Rouge. I kind of like want Vessel to have like a flirty but like it's like flirty but